Hi, welcome back to my channel. A lot has happened since my last video. We had a death in our family and I've just taken a couple months off and I haven't stopped budgeting. And we've had some crazy unexpected expenses come up, and you're going to see a little bit of that reflected in our April budget. But I wanted to go ahead and get on here and get started back with sharing my budgets with you all. And so go ahead and start and share my April budget and what I foresee April looking like. And of course, if you're not new to budgeting, you know that what you plan doesn't always end up what you plan on doesn't always end up happening just the way you planned. But I'll go ahead and share this with you. For those of you that are new here, I am a family of three, primarily one income. My husband works a steady job and my job is more seasonal. And so my paychecks vary throughout the year. So I go ahead and plan for my husband's income of $1,932.76. And then as far as our fixed expenses, I budget for our car insurance is $108.67. For our phone and our internet, we budget $187.65. And we recently, just this last month, have paid off my husband's phone. So we no longer owe any debt besides our house payment. So that's good news. Our utilities, those do vary quite a bit. That's our water bill and our electric and gas. And I also believe our trash is included on that. And I'm going to go ahead and budget about $200 for that. I do expect that to change just because those bills do vary so much. We do invest $100 a month. Our life insurance is $76.50 a month. I always budget our giving as $193, and that always tends to change depending on if I get a paycheck or not. I always just count on my husband's paycheck as far as what we are giving. And then our doctor, as you can see, that is pretty high at $878.04. That's what I'm estimating it to be. It will probably change as my husband is trying out some new medications, but hopefully in the next couple of months we'll start to see that go down as we start to utilize a little bit of our insurance since we've met our deductible this year. And then our house payment is $994.09. So all of those added together is a grand total of $2,737.95 for our fixed expenses. Moving over to our variable expenses here, we don't have very many variable expenses. We, are very low income family, so we try to save as much as we can, and we don't do a lot of extra things. We do a lot of extra free things. So our gas, go ahead and budget $100 a month for that. And that is going to change a little bit. I've noticed the last few months we've been over on our gas budget. The price of gas is going up in our area, so that is to be expected. So I'll just continue to watch that. I've upped it a little bit from last month, but I may continue to push that up if I see that we are continuing to go over that budgeted amount for gas. And then for our groceries, I went ahead and upped that from, typically I was budgeting $400 a month, and these last couple of months have been crazy. We've been eating out a lot, and eating out just is more expensive. So I'm trying to be realistic with our grocery budget, and so I upped that from $400 to $500, and hoping to stay around the $500 mark. And I would like to get that back down to $400, but I'm going to kind of ease us into that. And then miscellaneous, I went ahead and budgeted $400 for that for this next month. Typically, I would only budget $100, but like I said, I've been seeing our miscellaneous budget is our miscellaneous category in our budget is just kind of our catch-all, and we have been having a lot of unexpected expenses, or just things that don't fit in our other categories. So instead of that being $100 like it has been in the past, I went ahead and upped that to $400 to make this a more realistic budget. And so those together are $1,000. So as you can see, the total of our expenses is $3,737.95. That, of course, is quite a bit more than what I'm expecting my husband's income to be. We do have a savings account that we pull from, so that's where that income for savings, once I know what we've spent, then I'll be able to move from our savings account the difference. And since I don't know what my paycheck will be this month, I wait to write those in until I know for sure how much my paycheck will be, and then that in turn will let me know how much money I need to move over from savings. And my job is seasonal, and so it usually starts back up around July, August. So in the next couple of months, you'll start to see where my income has been only a couple $100 the last couple of months. My income will start to go up, and that is where we were able to build that savings. Due to the pandemic, I have officially been off of work and a stay-at-home mom for just officially a year this last March. I was very fortunate in that my job continued to pay me through the pandemic, even though I was not working. I was working from home a little bit here and there, what I could do. But I did officially decide to become a stay-at-home mom at the end of July of 2020. So we are still learning how to live on essentially one income. So if you have any suggestions, have any questions, I would love for you to drop them in the comments. I want to learn from you, and I hope that you can take a couple of things away from maybe how I budget. Maybe it's something you forgot, or you're like, oh, I don't want to do it like she does. That's perfectly fine. I really enjoy watching budget videos, and I've taken little snippets from things that different people have done and kind of got my budget together that way. And it is always evolving, and this month we've got some big changes. I restructured a lot of my categories to reflect and be a more realistic budget. So like I said, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. You're more than welcome to email me, and I look forward to learning from you guys and hearing from everyone. And if you like my channel, like my content, go ahead, like, subscribe, helps me out, and if you have a YouTube channel, drop it below. I'd love to subscribe to yours. Thanks. Have a good day.